Now, next up in the chatting on this account, since we obviously made a major improvement on the revenue overall with that, is the subscriber expectation. And I can sum it up in this meme. This is most of your guys' average subscriber. It's this funny little black guy. Because your Instagram looks like this, right? Your Instagram, fucking crazy locations, like sexy outfits and like funny stuff. And then the OnlyFans feed looks like this fat fuck here. Like most of your guys' OF feed looks like she's just recording the same feed post all over again with a iPhone 5 with the selfie camera in some shitty outfit. She has some belly rolls, right? So your IG is objectively more interesting than the OF. Even if you're more sexual on the OnlyFans, which at least half of you already aren't, but even for the 50% who are more sexual on the OF, it still looks worse. Or if people are coming from Reddit, don't get me started. People on Reddit see her titties, they see her ass, and then on the OnlyFans it's laundry pictures. If your subscriber expectation is this, from the traffic source it came from, but the OF feed is this, how the fuck is he ever gonna DM you, right? It's kind of like if I go to fucking Nobu and they serve me cheeseburger, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm never gonna order dessert. But if I go to McDonald's, I expect some random chicken nuggets and they serve me like a tenderloin steak. You can be damn sure I'm getting a McSundae because this was already fired to begin with, right? So understanding your subscriber expectation, what would they probably expect in a profile? If your whole Reddit is full of titties, you might as well have to show titties in a profile. And if your Instagram is full of aesthetic pictures in cute outfits, you might as well have to upgrade your OnlyFans feed. And don't even get me started on call to actions. Because out of the people who like your feed, let's say you have the perfect feed, half of them don't know that you're even offering DMs. Half of them don't know that your creator is replying to messages. Because, and let me break this down, we're in this OnlyFans bubble. All of us have chatters. All of us chat and chatting here, chatting there, chatting with the subs. Cool. For us, that's normal. The average OnlyFans subscriber chats with like 3 or 4 out of 20 models he subs to. All these American models, all the other creators he subscribes to, they don't chat back. They just send mass PPVs. So it's your job as the agency to let him know, hey, I do have a DM function. You can text me. I will reply. And you have to do that via the OnlyFans feed. Don't put it in the bio because the bio is for converting them to a sub, right? But you have to do this to the feed because what is the subscriber doing after subscribing? The first thing he does is he scrolls to the feed. So if you don't catch him there and remind him over and over again, hey, uncensored version DMs, or the better this is, the faster I reply. Okay, if you don't do this, you lose him. He's just gonna jerk off to the feed post. Maybe he comes back later, jerks off to another one. He will never take the initiative and just text you most of the time. Who does that, right? You're the seller. You have to get him into the DMs, not the other way around. So since we implemented this, we increased the replies of the subscribers to the welcome message by like 34%, just to the OnlyFans feed, right? And we haven't even changed the welcome message. So this is one of the most crucial things that people never talk about. Now, as a last thing that we've done is the hiring. I had to include this. I'm sorry. This is too funny. But what we've implemented is we didn't have supervisors taking care of the hiring. Before, the person I was mentoring did it all by himself, like the chatter interviews and the funnels and the job posts. And you can't have a bird eye view of your agency if you have to keep doing that. One of the two things, the agency or the hiring, is always going to suffer. So we promoted 2 chatters into supervisors who've already been doing a very, very great job for the hiring specifically. And we made sure the tests and the clear hiring funnel that you need in order to, okay, you have these leads, you run them through this, then you do this, then you have to do this procedure. We had to set up this funnel, but more importantly, we had to make it harder. Because I can guarantee you guys, everything that you complain about with chatters, work ethic, IQ, like situational awareness, English levels, all of that stuff, most of you don't test the right things. You may do an English test, you may do like a typing test, maybe. But when's the last time you checked situational awareness? When's the last time you gave them 10 scenarios that you want them to answer? Imagine let's say you're a cook in a vegan restaurant and someone asks you for a burger with real meat. What do you reply? When's the last time you asked your chatters that? Because I can guarantee if he just says, oh yeah, we don't have real meat, then he's a chit chatter. He's shit because he doesn't know sales. The good answer on how a good chatter or a good lead at least would reply is, hey, I can say we have veggie burgers. They're more healthy according to these studies. Also, they taste very, very different. Would you like to try one? That's a good situational awareness, even without knowing chatting. Okay, so fixing the hiring like that made a major improvement because you're only as good as your employees are. You can have the best selling system on the planet if your chatters are dumbasses and even if you run them right, let's call it like that, you're not going to get better. So having a top A player team is crucial, especially for a revenue range of these numbers, right? At the 100, 200K mark, you can't afford to have lazy chatters. You can't afford to have B players. You have to have a killer team. So